Imagine stepping into the wilderness, and then vanishing without a trace. This is the chilling tale of three individuals whose journey into the woods ended in a way no one could have predicted. It was a day like any other. The sun was shining, birds were singing, and the air was filled with the intoxicating scent of pine and earth. A day perfect for an adventure, or so it seemed. The trio, vibrant with youthful energy, had meticulously planned their day. The intention was to immerse themselves in the serene beauty of nature, to escape the hustle and bustle of the city life, and return rejuvenated. Their backpacks were filled with essentials, their hearts brimming with excitement, and their minds eager to create memories that would last a lifetime. As the day wore on, they delved deeper into the heart of the wilderness, blissfully unaware of the eerie silence that was slowly creeping in. Hours turned into minutes, minutes into seconds, and before they knew it, the day had melted into the night. But they did not return. The city life they sought to escape waited for their return, their laughter, their tales of adventure. But all it met was an unsettling silence. The initial reactions to their absence ranged from mild concern to dismissive assumptions. Perhaps they had decided to camp overnight, some suggested. It wouldn't be the first time their adventurous spirits had led them to do so. But as the sun rose the next day, and still, there was no sign of them, the mild concern evolved into a chilling dread. A sense of unease spread through their friends, families, and the larger community. Had they lost their way back? Was there an accident, or had something more sinister occurred in the depths of the wilderness? Questions swirled, worry escalated, and a search was initiated. But it was as if they had stepped into an abyss, leaving no trace behind. Their disappearance remains one of the most baffling mysteries of the modern age. They ventured into the woods, unaware of the fate that awaited them. Their journey began on a typical spring morning. The sun was just beginning to peek over the horizon, casting a soft golden glow over the forest. The air was crisp, and the scent of pine and damp earth was heavy in the air. They were three friends, a seasoned hiker, an amateur photographer, and a nature enthusiast. Each of them carried a backpack filled with essentials: food, water, first aid kits, and camping gear. The hiker had a compass and a map, the photographer his camera, and the nature enthusiast a bird-watching book. They were dressed appropriately for the weather, in layers that could be shed or added as the temperature fluctuated. As they set off, their spirits were high. They were prepared and excited, looking forward to the adventure that lay ahead. They walked in single file, the hiker leading the way, the photographer pausing occasionally to capture the beauty of the forest, and the nature enthusiast gazing up at the trees, trying to spot a rare bird or two. As the day wore on, the weather took a turn for the worse. The sky darkened, and a drizzle started to fall. The once clear path became slippery and treacherous, but they pressed on, undeterred by the worsening weather. Their determination was admirable, but in hindsight, it was also their downfall. As the forest grew denser, their laughter and chatter faded. The only sounds were the crunch of leaves under their boots and the occasional call of a distant bird. Their sense of adventure was slowly being replaced by a sense of unease. But they were too deep into the forest to turn back. They had no choice but to push forward. The day turned into evening, and the forest became a different world. The shadows lengthened, and the sounds of the forest became more pronounced. Their flashlight beams danced around, illuminating the trees and the path ahead, but the forest was vast and the darkness impenetrable. As night fell, they were swallowed by the forest. When they didn't return, concern turned into fear. A sense of dread hung over the community as the realization dawned. Our friends, our neighbors, were missing. And so the search began, a desperate race against time in the face of mounting uncertainty. A motley crew of concerned citizens, professional search and rescue teams, and law enforcement officials mobilized swiftly, their hearts heavy but their resolve unyielding. The woods, once a place of beauty and tranquility, had transformed into a sprawling, sinister labyrinth, shrouding our missing trio in its dense, unforgiving undergrowth. The challenges were immense. The woods, covering an area of several square miles, were a formidable adversary. Rugged terrain, dense foliage, and unpredictable weather patterns posed a relentless onslaught of obstacles. The vast expanse of wilderness was a daunting maze, its secrets guarded fiercely, its silence unbroken. The searchers, undeterred, plunged headlong into this wilderness. Equipped with their expertise, determination, and the faint glimmer of hope, they combed through the dense forest, their every step a silent prayer, their every breath a whispered plea for a sign, a clue, anything that might lead them to the missing trio. Yet, As the hours turned into days, the forest remained silent, its secrets still locked away. The initial burst of adrenaline that had fueled the searchers began to wane, replaced by a gnawing sense of frustration and despair. The forest, it seemed, was unwilling to give up its lost souls. As the search stretched on, the reality of the situation began to sink in. This wasn't a simple case of lost hikers or a misguided adventure. Something was amiss, something sinister perhaps. But what? The answer, it seemed, lay deep within the heart of the woods, beyond the reach of the most determined searcher, beyond the grasp of the most dogged investigator. As days turned into weeks, hope began to fade. But the search continued, each new day a testament to the unyielding human spirit. Each passing moment a plea to the silent woods, give us back our friends, give us back our peace, give us back our hope. In the vast expanse of the forest, every stone could hide a clue. As the search for the missing trio unfolded, the wilderness seemed to reveal its secrets, one enigma at a time. The first clue was an abandoned campsite, its charred remains whispering of a fire hastily extinguished. The scene was eerily silent, the crackling embers long gone, replaced by a chilling stillness. Among the ashes, the investigators found a half-burnt map. Could this have been their guide through the labyrinthine forest? The second clue was a frayed piece of fabric snagged on the gnarled branch of an ancient tree. Its color was faded, its texture weather-beaten, hinting at the passing of time. It was a silent testament to a struggle, or perhaps a desperate attempt to leave a trail. Then, the search party stumbled upon a weathered journal, its pages soaked by endless rains and smeared with mud. The entries were cryptic, filled with descriptions of strange noises and flickering lights in the nocturnal wilderness. The words painted a picture of increasing fear and paranoia, but the pages offered no clear answers. A trail of footprints, leading deeper into the forest, was the next clue. The prints were oddly spaced, as if the person was running, but from what, or towards what? The footprints led the searchers on a winding path, but eventually they disappeared, swallowed by the dense undergrowth. Finally, a discarded water bottle, its contents still fresh, hinted at the recent presence of the missing individuals. It was as if they had just stepped away, leaving their belongings behind. But where had they gone? The forest remained silent, giving away no answers. Each clue seemed to hold a piece of the puzzle, but instead of solving the mystery, they only added more layers to it. The wilderness was a cryptic storyteller, spinning a tale of intrigue and suspense, but withholding the crucial finale. The searchers were left with fragments of a story, each piece tantalizingly close to making sense, yet frustratingly elusive. But each clue only deepened the mystery, leading nowhere. In the absence of answers, speculation ran wild. When faced with the inexplicable, the human mind is compelled to fill in the gaps, to assemble a narrative from the fragments of facts and half-truths. The disappearance of our three wanderers was no exception, sparking a flurry of theories that ranged from the plausible to the downright bizarre. One theory postulated a simple, albeit tragic, explanation. The trio had lost their way in the dense woodland and succumbed to the elements. This theory was supported by the harsh weather conditions at the time of the disappearance. However, it was met with skepticism as the three were experienced outdoorsmen, well-equipped and familiar with the terrain. Another theory, more sinister in nature, speculated about foul play. Some believed that they had stumbled upon illegal activity in the woods and were silenced to keep the secret. Yet, despite extensive investigations, the authorities found no evidence of criminal activity in the area. A more outlandish theory suggested a paranormal explanation. According to this speculation, the woods were a hotspot for unexplained phenomena, and the three had been victims of some supernatural force. However, this theory, while intriguing, lacked any concrete evidence to support it. Each theory had its proponents and detractors. They fueled debate and drove the search in different directions, sometimes leading to valuable insights, but often causing confusion and false leads. Theories, after all, are double-edged swords. They can guide, but they can also mislead. And so, the search continued, driven by the need for answers and fueled by a plethora of theories. The theories painted a picture, a mosaic of possibilities, each piece contributing to the overall narrative. But as the days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, the picture remained incomplete, the narrative unfinished. Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. The three have vanished, leaving behind a void filled with questions, theories, and speculations. All we can do is keep searching, keep questioning, and hope that one day, the truth will reveal itself. Years have passed, but the questions remain. The woods, with their towering trees and whispering winds, continue to hold on to their secrets. The disappearance of the three friends remains as much a mystery today as it was on that fateful day. Despite the passage of time, the unanswered questions continue to echo through the silence of the forest, refusing to be forgotten. What really happened on that ill-fated journey? Did the trio simply lose their way in the dense woodland, becoming victims of the unforgiving wilderness? Or was there a more sinister play at hand? Perhaps an encounter with an unknown entity, something or someone that didn't want them to return. The clues left behind, sparse and cryptic, offer no clear answers, only adding to the enigma. The search for the truth, however, has not waned. The families of the missing, relentless in their pursuit, have kept the flame of hope burning bright. Tirelessly, they continue their efforts, working in tandem with authorities and independent researchers, tracing every lead, examining every possible scenario. The dedication of these individuals, fueled by love and determination, is a testament to the human spirit's resilience. Yet the forest remains reticent, its silence interrupted only by the rustling leaves and chattering wildlife. Each day, it stands as a haunting reminder of the friends who ventured in, but never came out. It's a chilling tale, one that serves as a grim reminder of how quickly a journey can turn into a nightmare, how swiftly joy can descend into despair. Behind the veil of trees, the woods continue to guard their secrets, holding on to the truth that we so desperately seek. The unanswered questions, like the missing friends, seem to have been swallowed up by the forest, leaving behind only echoes of their existence. So the search continues, the hope perseveres, and the mystery deepens. Each passing day brings with it a renewed determination to uncover the truth, to bring closure to the families, to honor the memory of the friends lost to the woods. The forest keeps its secrets well. Their names echo in the silence of the woods, a reminder of the mystery that remains unsolved. Each one of them, unique individuals, left an indelible mark on the world they left behind. Their absence is felt like a void, a gaping hole that cannot be filled. The first, a vibrant artist, had a knack for capturing the beauty of the world in vibrant splashes of color. Her paintings, now treasured keepsakes, serve as poignant reminders of a talent abruptly extinguished. Friends and family remember her laughter, her spirit, her zest for life. They hold on to these memories, a bittersweet solace in their grief. The second, an aspiring botanist, had an unrivaled passion for nature. He found solace in the rustling of leaves, the whispering wind, the dance of dappled sunlight through a canopy of trees. His research papers, filled with meticulous observations and profound insights, remain a testament to his love for the natural world. Those who knew him strived to keep his legacy alive, nurturing the seeds of curiosity he had sown. The third, a devoted teacher, had a heart full of compassion and a mind brimming with knowledge. She believed in the power of education, the potential of the young minds she shaped. Her students, now grown, remember her kindness, her patience, her unwavering belief in their abilities. Her memory continues to inspire, a beacon of light guiding their way. Their families and friends, though racked with grief, continue their quest for answers. They delve into the depths of the unknown, undeterred by the ominous silence that greets their questions. They hold on to hope, a fragile thread in the face of despair. They believe that somewhere in the heart of the woods, the truth waits to be uncovered. As long as their memory lives, the search for answers continues. The echo of their names, a haunting refrain, reverberates through the silence, a testament to lives cut short, dreams left unfulfilled. Yet, in the echo, there is a promise, a vow to remember, to seek, to hope. Because as long as they are remembered, they are never truly gone. The mystery of their disappearance continues to baffle and captivate. As we draw to the end of our exploration, we find ourselves inevitably drawn back into the enigmatic heart of the forest, where the answers we seek remain as elusive as the shadows that dance beneath the towering trees. From the outset, the tale of the three who vanished has been a labyrinth of questions, a puzzle with pieces that refuse to fit neatly together. It has become an echo in the silence, a chilling reminder of the unknown that waits in the wilderness. The human spirit, however, is not easily deterred. We yearn for understanding, for the resolution of the enigma that has held us captive. We continue to delve into the darkness, seeking the light of truth, driven by the hope that one day, the answers will be found. In the heart of the forest, the mystery lingers, a silent testament to the three who vanished.